So guys, welcome to, I would say another, but I haven't done one in a while. Certain reasons, just because FIFA 20 hasn't been the best game, and I don't really want to put stuff out to you guys if I don't believe in it myself. It's not going to help you. But now I've finally come across two formations with custom tactics for those that actually work. I've used them over the last 3-4 weekend leagues, so I've been testing them thoroughly to make sure they do work and it wasn't just a one-off. You do need certain players in certain areas, but I will explain that as we get through. As you can see, that is my team on screen. That is just at the start of the game. We've got two players off chemistry, so we've got Dan James and Forsby. They don't obviously stay there in game, they move around quite a lot, so I'll show you the first formation. This is the one that I go with probably 75% of the time. I start with this anyway. As soon as the game, minute 1, D-pad to the left into my defensive slot. And it's not a defensive tactic, it's just in that slot. I always get people talking about, can we see the attacking one? Both of the formations actually do like the defensive and attacking phase very well, so you don't need to have a variation of defensive and attacking in these formations. That they work for both. It's quite good. So I've only got two. I'll show you the first one. So I start the game. Obviously, the 4-2-3-1 is what absolutely everybody uses. 90% of the player base all use the 4-2-3-1. You get the right amount of defenders, two solid holding mids, and the right amount of attackers. It is a very good formation. A lot of people as well play through the middle, so that cam in front of the defensive mids and the link to the striker works very well for them. So let's just talk about the actual custom tactics for now. Start with defensive style. There's two. There is actually two. There's drop back, obviously, which everybody uses and is so annoying and cannot be in FIFA 21. But if you can't beat them, join them. So you can drop back, or you can pressure on heavy touch. Pressure on heavy touch is very good at winning the ball back. It is my personal favourite. To get the ball, you will see in the little animation at the bottom, someone has a bad touch, they swarm, they're on you, so you can get the ball back, counter attack very well. For this, you do need high stamina players, which in my tactics, it's very get the ball. Once you've got the ball, go forward as fast as you can. So stamina is very, very key. Also, work rates are very key. So pressure on heavy touch for me. Width, stay on 5. Just completely bang in the middle. Depth, you can play around with it. If you're struggling at the back and you need a bit more of a defensive tactic, go 3 or 4. I would probably say 4-3 is a bit too sweaty. I sit depending on how I'm doing, 4 or 5 is my particular one. For this one, I'm going to go with the worst case scenario, so we're going to go 4. Offensive style, balanced all the time. You can use long ball. Long ball is pretty good, but I prefer balanced the way that I play. Just let the players move with fluidity up the pitch the way they actually would. So that's why I stick with balanced. Width 5 again, players in box. 5 corners 2 and free kicks 2. Those are absolutely irrelevant. So you will see. This isn't actually how it's set up. We can change it in that one. So fast wingers are absolute key. Like I said, with pressure on heavy touch, you need to win the ball back. And once you've got it, you go. You literally go. Play from your 4-backs, 1-2s with your left lamb, with your lamb and your ram, and play the ball behind. This is very key. Your cam as well. Your cam needs to be a goal scorer. He needs to be able to shoot. There's no point having someone here who's just the link-up player. He will score most of your goals. Florian Thauvin, for me, scores more goals for me than Hernandez. Hernandez is very good. Very, very good. But Thauvin, Bernardo Silva, you can use Neymar. Players like that will absolutely fly. I use Kaka in there. Who else did I use? Del Piero, very good. These kind of players, you need to have a goal scoring cam. Passing, pace, dribbling and shooting, very key. Also stamina. The cam does a lot of work. Pick the ball up, play it off, runs into his position, runs for on goal. Stamina is very key on your cam. Striker, fast striker, good turning obviously. I did use Drogba, and Prime Drogba did actually work, but for me, I prefer these strikers. They're the most meta strikers on the game. Luis Hernandez is very good. If you haven't used him, seriously give him a try. One of the cheapest Prime Icon strikers, and he's very, very good. I think I paid $4.97 for him, which is, for a Prime Icon, very good. His moments would be insane, and that's what I kind of feel like I want to do next. Fullbacks. Fullbacks are a weird one. They're not utilised that much. Basically, my fullbacks are used to defend. That's why I go with Sergio Ramos and Sandro, because they're not the most... they're not a 5-star skill fullback that you see now. They're not needed in this formation. Your attackers do your attacking, your defenders do your defending. Laurent Blanc and Forsby, very, very good holding midfielders. Good work rates, good staminas. They're both good on the ball. It's what you need in your defensive mid. Centre-backs, Deso and Ferdinand, these two are an absolute godsend. These two are insane at the back. Very, very good partnership. Van der Sar, he's a bit dodgy, but he does get me out of a few sticky situations. We'll start with the defence on the instructions. Sergio Ramos, stay back while attacking. Same on Alexandro. Exactly the same on your centre-backs. Defensive midfielders. Cut passing lanes, stay back while attacking, and cover centre is very, very good. It's amazing. Cut passing lanes, for me, works well. They seem just to be in the right position at the right time. That does come from that. I did play balance for a lot of it, but cut passing lanes does very well as well. My personal favourite. Who we got now? We're gonna go to the Lamb and the Ram. I keep them just as it is. I just leave them as it is. Just let them play the game. Let them play the game. Like I say, the way that I play, your fullbacks start the attacks. You will get the ball with Dan James, play the 1-2 with Ramos, let him run, ping the ball around the outside of the pitch, and then Dan James is free. The same with Alexandro and Sane. So they could be a bit too far back, come back on defence. If you are struggling, definitely go with that. But if not, stick with basic defence support. It's not needed. Your Cam, conservative interceptions. You don't want him just charging in for the tackle. He needs to preserve his energy and be in the right position, so that helps with that, and stay forward. You don't want him coming back and defending. He is your main attacker, like I said. He's the key man. So get someone there who's going to be insane goal scorer. 5-star weak foot players are very good here. Obviously Tolvan doesn't, but for some reason I play better with left foot players. I don't know what it is, but I get a lot of my chances on the left foot. So Tolvan is very good with that. Like I said earlier as well, Bernardo Silva was also very good. Hernandez, your striker. Stay central, get in behind and stay forward. He's the man making the runs. That's why you need a fast striker. Good at dribbling, and someone who can score, because he will get a lot of chances. So if you've got someone who's just an average striker nowadays, if you say someone like Aubameyang, yeah, he's fast, but is he the ultimate striker? Does he finish all of his chances? No, he doesn't. And it will piss you off because you get a lot of chances, and in the way this game it plays out, you need to take your chances, because the amount of times you see your opponent have one shot, one goal is absolutely mind-blowing. So he needs to be able to finish his chances, and Luis Hernandez definitely suits that. So that is that one. That is the 4-2-3-1. So now I'm going to show you the 4-4-2, which I have been playing for the last 2 weeks, on and off, and it's good. It's very, very good. I can't say anything bad about the 4-4-2. I didn't like it at the start, but since the latest patch, it seems to be working for me a lot more. And I don't see that much of a difference between the 4-4-2 and the 4-2-3-1. Obviously, apart from Tovan, he's now further up than he would be at Cam. So on this one, we do go drop back, just because the way it's set out with your 2 banks of 4, it just suits it. Like, if someone wins the ball against you, you then have 2 banks of 4 that they have to attack against, which is hard to break down, and it's near enough impossible if you defend well and you've got the right players. Width on 5, depth on 4, offensive style balanced again. Width 5, players in box 5, corners 2, free kicks 2. This is the way it actually sets up. Fast-paced wingers again. The same kind of fullback start the attacks. So whip those balls round with the 1-2s to your wingers, and then they start the attack, and then everybody else can could do their bit up top with Tovan and Hernandez obviously sitting right on the two centre backs, so you do get a lot of chances. We will show you the instructions. Fullbacks again, stay back while attacking, but overlap this time just so they stay out wide, because of obviously you want your two banks of four to stay in the perfect two banks of four. They get past your fullback, they get past your winger, sorry, and they're at your fullback. You don't want them just like floating about a little bit. It just helps keep them out. They're not going to be attacking, just helps keep them out there, in my opinion. Same when you centre backs, stay back while attacking. Defensive mids, stay back while attacking, and cover centre. That is it. They're not very special. Like Forsby and Blanc just do a job, and the job they do is very good in getting the ball back and springing the counter. They don't need to do much more. In my defensive mids, they're not a massive phase of the game, but they do help out when defending. Wingers come back on defence just to help out. Like I said, this is the more defensive one with drop back. So when you do get the ball, they come back on defence. Then they have to beat your winger to get to your fullback. So that you basically got two wing backs and two fullbacks. So it really helps out with defending if you are struggling. Strikers, both on the same. Some people I've seen, I did toy with mixed attack on one of the strikers, but now I'll go with both on the same. Stay central, getting behind and stay forward, just so they're as forward as they can be. They will literally sit on the last defender at all times, ready to make a run, ready to get the ball and turn their back on goal and hit it. For me, that works the best. Just let them stay inside the box on the last defender and just do what you can do. When you've got fast, tricky attackers, it's hard for the defender to tackle you anyway. If you're good at ball rolls, drag backs, the fake shot at the angle to get like the speed boost, very, very good if you have these attackers on these settings. I'm going to show you gameplay with them both now. The gameplay is mixed between the 4-2-3-1 and 4-4-2, so the gameplay you see could be one or the other. I normally do videos where it's one formation and we do the other one. I'm just going to show you both now just to get it out for you guys, because it's weekend league currently, so you might want to use them this weekend. I was planning on bringing this out, when was it? Yesterday, so on the Friday. Well, Thursday originally, then Friday. And I just got caught up playing weekend league. Just got some clips from this weekend league, so it's fresh, so you know that the gameplay is current. Yeah, so we're going to go into that and talk you through some of the plays and the goals that you will see over there. So yes guys, this is the gameplay now. You will see the reoccurring event of Tovan scoring, which that was actually Lacazette that I just bought a striker from like the first couple of games. You see how key the cam is now. You see this is Tovan, he picks the ball out like right wing position, but then he drifts in. He needs to be able to score. When you're in that position, the player who you get in that position basically needs to be able to put it in the back of the net. There's so many times in this game when you get in that position and you don't score, the player needs to be deadly in front of goal. If you're running Messi, Tovan, Bernardo Silva, Neymar, De Bruyne, players like that, they will flourish in this system. Seriously, they will flourish in this system. At Cam, like I said, the main goal scoring threat. I think so far this weekend league, Tovan's probably got 3 hat-tricks, I think. And obviously your Cam isn't even meant to score that many. Your striker's meant to be the main focal point, but it's for me, I don't know how, but it is just the Cam. The setting just must suit the Cam better than the striker. The striker more, he needs to finish his chances, but when he gets the ball, he's like looking for the Cam. The Cam runs off the striker immediately. As soon as Hernandez or whoever plays up front, the Cam will go. The Cam will spin, and he will be on his front foot, catch the defenders, and he will be in front, ready for a chance. You see Sane doing it very, very well as well. There he is, striker to the Cam, bang, goal. Perfect example there. Lacazette to Tovan. That just happens so much. It just happens so much on this game, which I've only just started noticing myself. Tovan is better than Bernardo Silva because his shooting stats on his face card are actually better. I run them normally with Bernardo Silva. It would be a marksman. Tovan it would be an engine. Just to suit the base card stats basically. But you will see now, Tovan is incredible. That's the kind of goal that your Cam scores. Picks the ball up, does the turn, bangs it in. a lot of wing play. You'll see goals are coming from the wing a lot. Dan James and Sane are very key. Like I said in the build up, fast wingers. Fast wingers are absolutely massive in this. Dan James 98 and Sane 99. So obviously you can't you can't really get much faster. So and then there's a nice finish on his left foot. Freestyle weak foot OP. That game actually, I had so many chances with his right foot and he didn't score. First chance on his left foot, his freestyle weak foot, and he scored. That's just how the game goes, isn't it? And you see here, example of the turn and the strike. You need them playing on the last line. That is stay central, getting behind, stay forward. They're just literally playing off the last defender at all times. So when this is specifically from 4-4-2 now. Actually, I remember the game, and they just sit there waiting for that through ball, waiting for that ball into the back, and then that's them. They turn, they score. That is what is needed, guys. You saw there, the formula works. So hopefully you can watch this video, incorporate these into your game this weekend, next weekend, division rivals through the week. Hopefully it works for you guys. It's been working for me. Like I said, I've tested them for a couple of weeks just to make sure they wasn't like a one-off, and I've been getting the same results. I'm a 14 and out every week. That is me. But so normally it's about 14 and 1. The record will be 14 and 0, 14 and 1, 14 and 2. No more than that. So and I'm just an average player. And that at this point of the game, that is an average team. It isn't the best team, is it? So if you can incorporate this into your game, hopefully it works. Yeah, reap the rewards, guys. Hopefully, and thank you for watching, and I will see you for the next video.